So it's about 6:30 in the morning, and I'm gonna check my ketones. It was 1.3 yesterday before I left Leavenworth. But today, I only dropped 0.3, which is pretty good. And all that means is I didn't have enough fat. Doesn't mean I had any carbs. I didn't eat any carbs really, anything, even vegetables. So pretty happy with that. But we're gonna go get some coffee and maybe a little bit of those egg bites, which we had yesterday morning. So go from there. So Kayla and I stopped for some breakfast because we're really hungry and we just don't really have much at the house. So this is what we got. So I ordered the Denver omelet from B3, our breakfast place we usually go to, and they usually give us like hash browns and toast and jam and all that stuff. So Kayla just took that with half of the omelet. I just took the other half of the omelet, which is pretty big, Denver omelet. So ham, bell peppers, onions, stuff like that with some cheese. I ordered some extra sausage links. I also ordered some sour cream and avocado, but that would just be my half. All right, guys, so my wife, Bruce, and I all just got done taking a 4-hour nap. We were super tired. Yesterday, we woke up at 3:30 in the morning and we didn't go bed until 11, and then we had to wake up at 6 a.m. this morning and leave Leavenworth, and we're just tired. So we kind of caught up on some sleep. I just stopped at 7-Eleven because I don't have any food prepped, and I just woke up from a nap, so I'm still like super groggy, super tired, and I don't feel like making all of these meals. Plus we still have to clean up, kind of unload the car, wash all of our inner tubes, pack them, just do all this stuff. So I decided to stop at 7-Eleven and I grabbed this. I'm not a big fan of sugar alcohols or insoluble corn fiber. I don't want to resort to this, but every once in a while, maybe I would say 5 times max on this journey, this might be an option. And then I also grabbed, of course, as always, another Bane energy drink, peach mango. So I'm gonna have this and I'm gonna get back to work. So I took one bite of it and it's pretty gross, and it's just 5 net carbs, and I don't even think it's really worth it. So I'll just end up having some more salami as always with maybe some almonds or something. So we'll grab that. It had around 20 grams of carbs, 10 grams of insoluble corn fiber, and 5 grams of erythritol, which is sugar alcohol, which means that there was 5 net grams of carbs. However, I'm just kind of skeptical about it, so I'll just have these 2 things instead. So what I did was I just kind of took the cheese and the sauce from the package. My wife is gonna have the croutons, but I'm just having my larger, fattier portion. And then I might add some of this fatty Maui burgers to it, which only has 1 gram of carb. I think I'm running low on electrolytes because my bicep is just spasming out, just tweaking, just da 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 da. And on the trip, I got a super bad Charlie horse on my calf when we were floating the river. It's just, I don't have enough, magnesium, potassium, and sodium to kind of prevent those cramps or muscle spasms right now. So I'm gonna try have some avocado, salt my food like crazy, maybe buy some chicken broth, and I'm eating tons of nuts for magnesium, but I might have to take my magnesium supplement, which I have, but my bicep is still tweaking like crazy. Just thought I'd share that with you guys. Okay guys, that's pretty much the end of day number 19. Tomorrow is gonna be day number 20. That means we'll be 2/3 of the way done. That's very exciting for me. As I mentioned, gosh, I think it was on video 5 or maybe even on day 1, I kind of mentioned how the longest I've ever gone on a diet and trying to reach my fitness goals was around 3 weeks. So we're getting pretty close to that new PR, that new personal record. I'm feeling pretty strong. I haven't really felt any huge weak moments. You know, this weekend, yesterday, I wanted a donut, and today I wanted a slice of that bread that my wife was having, but nothing that I couldn't really overcome. I didn't meal prep this Sunday, which is today, because I have tomorrow off, so I'm gonna end up meal prepping tomorrow when I have more time. I'm also gonna work out tomorrow. I'm not gonna work out today because it's already almost 9 o'clock at night. Those little fish burgers I had were okay. They weren't really all that great inside of a Caesar salad that didn't have any croutons, but at least it gave me quite a bit of fat. And that was my dinner for tonight. I might end up having some more nuts and some more salami. Another thing I wanted to mention was my stomach has been feeling so flat lately that when I was riding to Leavenworth with my wife and riding back, I didn't have that huge like fat roll that I usually have when I sit down. It felt really great. It felt like it used to. That was a really nice milestone or thing to celebrate, I guess, during this 30-day challenge, was how less bloated I am and how my stomach just feels flat compared to, you know, feeling like you're overweight. When I was floating the river with friends this weekend, I'll be honest, it wasn't really all that fun this year, and that's because I wasn't drinking. I didn't think about that going into it, but obviously I think we've all been there when you're the sober one among all of your friends who are just kind of wasted. It's okay, and I know that's a big question I get a lot with clients is, you know, how can I socialize with friends if I can't drink? How can I socialize with friends if I can't eat out? Well, on keto you can eat out, and I think I've shown you guys that pretty well of, you know, some options of what you could do on a ketogenic diet, and that's just kind of scratching the surface. As far as drinking, you can drink and stay in ketosis. So most spirits don't have any carbs. Yes, they have sugar alcohols, but as we talked about, that shouldn't cause a rise in your insulin. However, when you look at macronutrients, you know, you have carbs, proteins, fats, and alcohol. Alcohol is 7 calories per gram, so it's still going to have a caloric effect on your body, and that is obviously a contributing factor towards weight loss. With alcohol, I have on my Reaching Ketosis Instagram, I think 4 to 6 recipes that you could do that are keto friendly, right? So you can use Zevia, like rum and Coke, right? You can make a 50-50 martini, but the only reason that I'm not doing it is because if I get drunk, and you do get drunk really fast if you're on a ketogenic diet, just FYI, but if I do get drunk, that's when I lose all self-control. That's when I might go to like Dick's Drive-In and get a burger and fries, or I might end up going to, you know, Burger King and getting one of those Hershey cream pies. Those were always like my go-tos. I just choose not to drink during these 30 days. The point I'm trying to make is that you could live on a ketogenic lifestyle for quite some time. However, you can live a healthy lifestyle with carbs as well, but carbs is really more if you're trying to maintain weight or if you're trying to build muscle. Ketogenic is also a great way to maintain weight and reduce inflammation and have better brain cognitivity and a less upset stomach and all these other things to get away from grains, gluten, etc. But I think as a lifestyle, if I want to maintain weight, I'll probably have more of a paleo diet. If I want to build muscle, I'll probably end up having more of the typical bodybuilder diet, like oatmeal, potatoes, brown rice, leaner meats, because since I'm having all those carbs, I can't really get away with the higher fat diet. But as of right now, for the next 3 months, us being in month 1 right now, this is kind of how my life is going to be. You know, I'll end up being a little bit more creative with my food after the first 30 days because I'll have more time on my hands since I don't have to do all these videos. But these videos have been the biggest challenge for me during these last 20 days or so, is because it takes a lot of time to videotape. It takes a lot of time to edit these videos and come up with all these things to kind of talk about. So, you know, going into month 2 as well as month 3, I think it's going to be a lot easier for me. That's pretty much the end of day number 19. Man, it's just flown by, it feels like. And then we'll be going into day number 20 tomorrow. We'll see how my ketone levels are, but more importantly, we'll see how my weight is, since I didn't get a chance to weigh this morning since I was stuck in Leavenworth, Washington. So hopefully it's below 200. But if it isn't, we're not going to be upset about it. We're just going to stay positive and go into day number 20 with a good mindset and ready to work hard.